I like this little StreamYard thing. So if you do lives,
That's super cute.
this is so cool. They have a free version, but with the free version, you can't download the videos
Okay.
and you can't put your branding on it, but you can still use the functionality of it.
And this is called
StreamYard, StreamYard.com.
StreamYard.com.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. See if I can get. I've been in an Etta James mood all day today. Oh goodness, let's
Girl, I
see.
got it like I'm smacking my lip. So
No,
I need
you're
to not
fine.
put that one up. I'm such the girl next door, even though when I'm teaching, I tell people that you still have to be genuinely yourself, but you just have to know what the rules are.
Yes.
And
Read the room.
that's right.
Read the room. Let's see. I like to give them a little moment to.
Get on in here.
Yes, ma'am. Remember when I first started doing these things,
Hmm.
they'd be like 5 minutes long. Because I'd stand here and be like,
I want to know how it goes on to Facebook.
so when you set up your account, you
Hmm.
link it to whatever profile. So it's like it's streaming to my Facebook, my Ultra Suave Facebook page is streaming to my Word Wednesday Facebook group, and it's streaming on the YouTube all at the same time.
Oh wow. So I wonder how I could do something like that to stream it like you have me live now. How would that be in terms of
So
streaming it to mine? You know what I mean?
you would probably go on the Ultra Suave Facebook page
Hmm.
because you can see it, and then share it to your page.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put it on my phone and see what happens there.
Okay, I have laid everything out over here. Let's see. Hey, Meg, because you're the only one that comes in with Facebook user. So I'm going to assume that's you. Hello, everybody. Y'all know what it is. It's where it's Wednesday. I got a treat for y'all. We have Miss Carol Ray of the Elite School of Etiquette with us this evening.
Hi. Yay.
Thank you for
Hi.
joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. So today, y'all, I've got earrings and more earrings. We got new earrings in from the, I don't know if y'all can see, let me tell you this, from the Unapologetically Earring Black line. So I'm going to show y'all some of the new stuff that came in. It's not on the site yet. I'm not even going to lie because y'all know I have to take pictures of each individual earring. So if you see one that you want, tell me which one it is in the chat, and I'll invoice tonight, I'll package tomorrow, and I'll mail them out on Friday. All earrings are $10 for one, $15 for two. And we got some nice ones in this batch. I got some sparkly ones coming in. They were supposed to be here today, but they didn't make it. This is how new these are, guys. I haven't even put them on the backers yet. Unapologetically black. Come on, let's get into these. With the sister with the hands in her fro, with her African print garb on. Let's get in. Which way is my camera? Let's get into those. Meg, to me, this one looks like Mia. You got to get these so Mia can wear herself. Ooh,
Those are
there we
cute.
go.
Those are pretty.
Thank you. For my ladies that are on their lock journey, Locks forever. Locks forever. Hello, other Facebook user. I don't know why the names aren't popping up today. Look at this queen.
That's beautiful.
Her African necklaces on, earrings, head wrap, chin held high. Come on, queen. Ooh, where am I at? Where am I at? There it is. This queen is in deep thought. Look, I'm even turned wrong today, y'all. Hold on. There I am. There it is. Bam! This queen, she is in deep thought. Deep thought. I like this one. The little graffiti. Graffiti sis with the fro. Right this way. Ooh, I cannot get this direction right, y'all. Bear with me. This reminds me of, it gives me some Public Enemy, Spike Lee vibes. Now you just need the little medallion that we used to wear back in the 90s to go with it.
That would go cute with your sweatshirt too.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, let me back up so y'all can see this.
Cute, cute, cute.
This one. There we go. Africa. Africa in her hair. Two sisters carrying fruit, and it's like a hay bale. Their African prints on. This is like a cheetah print, but it's hearts, and it's in the shape of Africa.
That's so pretty.
Thank you. This sister's in the water. We're going to say she's in the Nile River. Maybe she's in the Jordan. But she's got a lot going on. So in her hair, you can see the trees, the grass, the leaves, the vines, the sun, the clouds. All of that is in her hair.
Oh, beautiful.
Mother, we may say she's Mother Nature. She has all the elements. Black girl fly. Ooh, this way. Black girl fly, and it's in her afro. Black girl fly. Ooh. Now I like these little wooden cutouts. Wait, which way am I going? Here we go. Naturally dope. The sister's fro is cut out. You can see her face. Naturally dope. All earrings are $10 for one and $15 for two. Oh, look at this sister. Look at this queen. I love her face, her detail in her face. This way. Hello, Facebook user. Nobody's name is coming up, y'all. So I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all.
Tell us where you're from.
Yes. Tell me who you are.
Yeah, tell us who you are. That's for sure, and where you're coming in from.
Yes. Now I need to do my research so I can. Is this the all-seeing eye? I don't remember. And the hieroglyphs around it. So I gotta do my research, and I'll come back and tell y'all next week. Hey, Court. See, Courtney, I can see her name. Hey, Court. Thank you for joining. It's another one with the sis with the fro with all of the elements just flowers in her fro. She's got butterfly wings. Maybe she's a Tinkerbell. Maybe she's a fairy. Beautiful, though. Now, all of these, the posts, I'm not going to lie to y'all, the posts are supposed to be hyperallergenic posts. However, I do have a girlfriend. Hello, Facebook user. Thank you for joining. She bought a pair, and she had to change the post out. So that's my disclaimer. Again, my sisters in their lock journeys love my locks. Excuse me. So Leah, my sister, if you're on here, because you are in your sister lock journey, you need to get those. What's this say? Oh, natural beauty. Wait. There we go. Hey, Day. It says natural beauty in the Africa continent with the Black Power fist. This sister right here, and there's another one that I showed y'all last week. They remind me of the queens and from the Hercules cartoon back in the day, the three ladies that in Bold Girls sang their part in the cartoon. She reminds me of those. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. This is it's another statement pair for the Karens. Don't touch my fro. Don't touch my fro. Day, the ones that you wanted are finally in. It's the simple cutout of the sister. And I've got it in the black. And I've got her in the unfinished. So, black and unfinished. Then I have more queen ones in. So, I have this is the only pair I have with the colors right there. I have another unfinished pair. I got an all black pair. And all they say is queen. And then I have yellow, unfinished, and green. Black, proud, and powerful. Black, proud, and powerful. Wait, there we go. There we go. I love this one. They made this sister out of the pick with her fro.
Mm.
Another one of the continent of Africa with all the little tribal masks and things. Another queen. Since I'm here tomorrow and I'm not cooking, I'm going to try to upload as many of these as I can onto the site so y'all can see them all. And these do not come, ma'am.
I said they're all beautiful.
Thank
They're all
you.
beautiful.
These are a local vendor, so I get them within 3 to 4 days. So they're not coming from my overseas vendor. Oh, I got to tell y'all about my shirt. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so I am wearing, and I don't know if y'all can see the full view because I'm using the laptop and not my, there we go. I am wearing the unapologetically pretty black, fine, and educated hoodie. It is a cotton blend, so it's that sweatshirt material. It's got the kangaroo pocket. It's got the hoodie. I'm wearing the 2XL, and I have a t-shirt underneath it. Hey, Audra. Hey, Foley. So So this is the 2XL. And she only comes in black. She comes in small through 3XL. And she is 35.63. 35.63. And she is live on the site. She is live on the site. Thanks, Court. All right, ladies. We're going to get into this. So, our guest speaker for the evening is Miss Ray, Miss Carol Ray of the Elite School of Etiquette here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Ray is the founder, director, and CEO of the Elite School of Etiquette, Elite Etiquette Scholars, Miss Excellence Georgia Pageant, a published author, pageant judge, NFL pro cheerleader, go Falcons, and Budweiser Girl alumni, former fitness competitor for Miss Fitness USA and Miss Fitness America, member of Top Ladies of Distinction, Inc., Atlanta Peachtree Chapter, the National Association of Urban Etiquette Professionals, and a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And she's been seen on Fox News, NBC, VH1, and Lifetime. And to top all of that off, yes, Miss Ray, I did my homework.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did an awesome job. Thank you.
Thank you. And to top all of that off, she has also stepped back into the classroom to be a servant leader to the third graders at Pine Ridge Elementary School in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
I have. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm so super thrilled and blessed to be able to share what I do with you and the guests that are here joining us today.
Yay!
Yes, amen.
So, Miss Ray, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Mm-hmm. Well, I would say that I am a blessed woman. I have a very extensive background in terms of being a servant leader. I'm a mother and a proud mom of a 16-year-old son. Um, I've been an educator now for about 24, 25 years. And I'm just a giver. I just like for things to be in order. I like things to be beautiful and pretty. And so God is using me to help our community or help those who need what it is that He has given me the gifts and the passion to do.
Oh,
Um, I consider myself kind of like the girl next door once you meet me. But, of course, being that I'm an etiquette consultant, a lot of times people think that, Carol, you're just so perfect and everything. And I'm okay. I am who I am, and I think that's why I'm an etiquette consultant. How about that?
yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, can you tell us? Oh, no. So, how did you go from being an NFL cheerleader to becoming one of the most renowned etiquette and pageant directors?
Okay, well, I cheered back in the 80s, just so people will know that I'm not on the field now. I'm an alumni. I'm an alumni NFL cheerleader, and I cheered back in the 80s. And I would say that being that I've had a lot of experience working with the public and I enjoyed dancing, I had an opportunity to try out for the cheerleading squad, of course, and I made it. And it's kind of funny. There's a little story that goes along with it because I was actually in beauty school at that time. And some of my classmates were asking, I want to try out for cheerleading. So we all rode together. I think it was about 4 or 5 of us in the same car. And this was like the preliminary audition. So we all rode together to Sewanee. For those of you who are here in Georgia, we rode to Sewanee together. And out of the whole carload, I was the only one who made it. So you can just imagine, none of them wanted to talk to me. It was a very quiet ride coming back to Atlanta. But it was a great experience and one that has still carried on till today because we have an alumni association. So we perform like every 2 years at, Falcons football game. And it's like a sisterhood of ladies. But how does that tie into being a director of a pageant? Well, being in a pageant is also a form of performance. And the Elite School of Etiquette is a modern etiquette consulting firm. We just try to stand behind our standard of excellence. So, of course, if you're competing in a pageant, such as our Miss Excellence Georgia, or me even judging any other pageant, I would just be looking for excellence. And everyone's excellence might be different, but there's still just a certain type of representation that we look for in a pageant contestant or participant.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
Yeah.
can you tell us, because a lot of people either don't know what a cotillion is,
Mm-hmm.
or they get it confused with a debutante ball. So
Yes.
can you tell us what's the difference between a cotillion and a debutante ball?
Okay. Um, for a junior cotillion, such as the one that we're hosting, it's more so about socializing. Most of our youth spend probably about 98% of their time in a more informal environment. You know, they go to school, they hang out with their friends, they're at home more in a more relaxed environment. And what the cotillion does, it exposes them to a more formal way of socializing. And so through that, they get to learn about social graces, table manners, dining skills, a plethora of topics. And of course, our junior cotillion has its specific and unique program that really helps to build the confidence of its participants. And to answer your question, how does it differ from the debutante cotillion? The debutante cotillion is typically all female.
Okay.
Our junior cotillion is both for boys and girls, 6th through ninth grade.
Okay.
Whereas for a typical debutante cotillion, it is usually for junior and senior girls. And sometimes it can even be extended into the college. But what's going on is the young lady is supposed to be introduced to society, letting them know that this is the upbringing that she comes from, and we are presenting her to society to let them know that she is one available, because that's really where it all started in terms of marriage.
Right.
So they're letting the society know that she is available and of marriage age. And for the high schoolers, of course, we're not looking at them being put out there to be married, but it is a way of introducing them to society and letting them know that she is a trained young lady. And hopefully the training that she receives will stay with her throughout her life.
Okay. Yes. So
Yes.
see, there's a difference, y'all, between the cotillions and the debutante ball.
Yes.
So what does a cotillion season at the Elite School of Etiquette entail?
Mm-hmm. Our junior cotillion at the Elite School of Etiquette entails a 10-week session or 10-week course where we meet on Sundays from 4 to 6 p.m. And the children are exposed to a variety of topics, and we usually share with the families what the topics are per week. And they can range anywhere from dressing for success, um, personal hygiene, teaching them about keeping themselves clean and presenting themselves making first impressions, greetings, and table manners, dining skill, as well as formal dance. Now, I will say we have a wonderful surprise this year. So I'm hoping those who have youth, or who are, listening and considering or thinking about it. One thing that I'm so excited about that'll hopefully be introduced this year and brought, and that is for our presentation, we're actually going to be using a live orchestra for their formal dance. And this orchestra consists of African American youth who are part of an orchestra. So they're going to be playing while the young people are doing presenting their formal dance. at their final presentation. So that's something new. That's something that I've never seen or heard of before. But I wanted to be able to expose both the youth that are in the orchestra to what we're doing, because they can see that it also has a place and a purpose, not only just for concerts and just for the enjoyment of people listening, but to be able to play for some other children to dance off of. So I think that that's something that's a plus, that's new, and I'm super excited about it. So I don't think you can find a program like what we have anywhere.
That is a plus. Yes, I love
And let
that.
me just add a little extra, because you said, what does it entail? So I just told you about the courses. Um, they also work on safety. You know, one of the things that we found for our sixth through ninth grade students is that a lot of them don't exude the confidence that they really should have. And if they're in middle school, a lot of times their peers can kind of sway them one way or the other. And we want them to be able to have a voice of their own. We want them to be able to feel confident in their own decisions, things that they've learned, and be able to present to the world their better selves. And, we're competing with social media. So, because of that, a lot of our children are being misled,
Yes,
unfortunately, and they need something where they can be with their peers of the same age or around the same age and see that it is okay to have manners, and it is okay to have some form of formality to my existence,
yes,
and knowing when and where to use it.
yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
So you already answered the next question because you said your cotillions are for boys and girls. Your
Boys
junior
and girls.
cotillion.
Yes.
So this season will be your second season incorporating sixth graders. So, what made you decide to incorporate the younger students?
Well, actually, it's a little bit backwards.
Okay.
This is our fourth year with sixth grade. We've incorporated ninth grade. It
Oh,
used to
okay.
be, actually, we said fifth, but we changed it our very first year when we first started, to sixth grade, because we wanted it to be middle school. And we found that fifth graders were great, but if we had sixth grade going into middle school, we thought it would be more purposeful.
Okay.
So we incorporated ninth grade for 2 years. And the reason why we did that is because we found that even though students are coming out of middle school and going into high school, a lot of them still lacked the confidence that they needed. And so just going through the
Okay.
program helped to boost their confidence going into high school and being able to kind of find their own way. Because, in high school, you're kind of like your own free thinker. Middle
Right.
school, your parents are still guiding you, and you're going through all these little hormonal and preteen stages. But in high school, you get to develop your own identity. So going through the etiquette program, such as our junior cotillion, helps those ninth graders to kind of say, you know what, this is the type of life and these are the type of friends that I think I want to choose going into high school.
Okay. So I stand
Hmm.
corrected. Ninth graders.
Ninth grade.
My apologies.
It's okay. It's okay.
So is registration for Junior Cotillion 2022 still open?
Yes, it is. Matter of fact, it's been open since the beginning of this month,
Right.
and it will remain open until January 2nd. However, if someone is interested, I would not wait, to the last minute. Last year was probably our biggest year, and we were right in the midst of COVID. And I was completely shocked. I just thought parents were going to pull their children out, when the COVID came in. And the parents were like, no. And I understand part of it was because the children were online and they needed an outlet, they needed something. And the parents just saw the disposition of their children just sinking because they were so disconnected from being able to socialize. So parents wanted something for their child to participate in. So now that the children are out in school, they're actively engaged in things in the community. This is still a great time to enroll a child in junior cotillion, because it allows them to say, okay, now that I'm out in the public, these are some of the things that I need to be mindful of. And then parents can feel comfortable saying, okay, you can go hang out with your friends, or these are some of the things that I don't mind you participating in because I know you've been trained and you know better and you know my expectations as well. And with that being said, we also like for parents to consider, sharing it with friends. It's great to say, okay, well, my child went through junior cotillion and they are
Mm-hmm.
so well mannered and so on and so forth. But I think all parents would want to know that the friends that they're choosing are also well mannered. And I also know that there are a lot of moms and dads and parents who would love to know about this junior cotillion, and the reason why a lot of people aren't just running after it right now is because, of course, we're going into the holiday season, but okay. But a lot of times parents don't know that we exist. And that's part of the reason why I'm super excited to be here, to be able to share with your platform as well as mine, letting more people know about this junior cotillion and how it has actually benefited all of our participants. And the parents are, from what the comments and the responses that I've gotten, that the parents were very pleased. I mean, they were like, well, we went out to eat dinner and my child was telling me how to eat, telling me I was holding my fork wrong, or they were telling me that I was not doing, things correctly, and they were correcting me. So they said that was well worth my money, and just how they were behaving, I was so proud. So I think that this program is very, very much needed, and I'm just here to share and to be of a servant to our youth, to hopefully help them to have an even brighter future, and that's what it's really all about, to help them have a brighter future.
Yes, I can attest. Hayden's behavior did change a little bit for the
Mm-hmm.
good
Yeah.
after Cotillion last year, and she was like, "Well,
Mm-hmm.
mommy, you're not supposed to have." But how did she say it? When you're texting, if you're having a conversation via text,
Mm-hmm.
if you can't say it in like a sentence or two, you need to call them. I was like,
True.
what? She's like, yes, because you can't have full conversations via text. That's rude.
Great communication skills, that's necessary. Yeah, there's just so much that's out there that a lot of our youth are not even aware of. And you said one in terms of the texting, but even how they show up.
Their
One of
appearances.
the things that I want to share is that we only get 7 seconds. We only get 7 seconds to make a first impression, and a lot of times our youth have no idea that's even a thing. So as a result, we may come into a room, a space that we've never been in before, and we're on 100, and we just think that it's cool to come in just looking wrong, being loud, being obnoxious, and then we kind of settle down. Well, it's a little bit too late. Okay. Or if I'm going into a space or if I'm invited to something, let me at least see who it is that I'm going to be engaged with first, present my best. And then if I want to relax a little bit, okay, so be it. But if I come in and I'm really not presenting my best, that person could have been there for an opportunity for you, or it could have just been a moment where the whole group, based upon what it is, it could have turned them off. So you
Yeah.
just never know. I mean, there's just so many things that our young people and even adults, interestingly enough, are not aware of. And so it's my job as an etiquette consultant to share and to teach not just the youth, but anyone that I come in contact with that's interested in learning or improving. We all, have room for improvement. So
Yes,
even
we
I'm
do.
still learning. I still learn new things and, keep my training up to make sure that I'm staying with the times.
See, so with that said, so your school offers services other than cotillions. Can you tell us what are some of the other services that you provide?
Sure. Um, I don't know if you mentioned it or not, but the Elite School of Etiquette services the young all the way up to, we'll say, the youth to adults. So for our youth, the very first program that we have is an intro to etiquette called Mind Your Manners. And we have our own etiquette consultant who teaches the little ones, and that's for ages 4 to 7.
Oh,
And that's Miss Netta. She's also a certified etiquette consultant with the Elite School of Etiquette. And she'll be hosting that class. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up that schedule right this second.
y'all be prepared to write this down.
All right. So most of our classes are going to begin in 2022, and we've been putting out our schedule already.
Okay.
But let's see, intro to etiquette will be in March. It'll be March 5th, which is a Sunday. And it's going to be probably at 10 in the morning from 10 to 12. It's a 2-hour session. And I believe, or it's a 1-hour session, but she'll do the 4 and 5-year-olds and then the 6 and 7-year-olds the hour after that. So that's March 5th. So we do that workshop to introduce the little ones to etiquette. And then we'll probably do more sessions later. Then we have our Pretty Is as Pretty Does for the little girls, 8 to 13, where we teach them the basics of etiquette, how to be a good friend, how to show up, just how to be a young lady. And that is a 3 session workshop. And then they have their presentation where they receive a strand of pearls, a tiara, and a certificate of participation.
Okay. And that's going to start in March too?
That one is going to be in June. That one will be June the 11th. So again, you can go to our Instagram or Facebook page to get the schedule, but that's June 11th for Pretty Is as Pretty Does, our girls 8 to 13. We have our Manly Manners for boys 8 to 15. That's going to be in October. And the date has not been set yet, but it is in October. We have our Savvy Socialite, which is our adult class. Now we're moving up in age. This is our adult classes for our young people that are at least 16 and up. Okay. Usually it's more so like 18, I would say, because we have a children's dining and adult dining. So that's separate. But for our socially savvy adult etiquette, we talk about networking, social etiquette, table manners, and dining skills. It's a 3-hour session or workshop, and it's hosted at Maggiano's, which is our business partner. And there we go over all of the social skills and table manners, as well as your dining skills. And then you have a meal. And while you're eating, I'm also helping to guide you to help you to navigate throughout your meal. And at the very end, you also get a certificate of participation. And let's see, we have one more that I haven't mentioned. We have our Miss Excellence Georgia Scholarship Pageant, and that is going to be in November. And we are just super, super thrilled about that because that's our signature. That's our second signature program. Junior Catillion is our first signature program, but the Miss Excellence Georgia is our second signature program that we're super excited about.
I'm trying to type all these in.
Okay.
While you're getting so they can know what they're looking for.
Yes. So I have quite a few parents who are asking me, and I just tell them, listen, the adult class usually comes once, maybe twice a year, because we do try to, rotate programs. And we also have other etiquette classes and sessions going on outside of, what we put on.
Okay.
Right. So we work with a lot of fraternities and sororities. We work with nonprofit organizations, country clubs, Girl Scouts, families, schools. I mean, you name it, we're there. I mean, I've even been on a couple of television shows. So we stay pretty busy. Yeah. COVID slowed us down just a little bit, but with God's will, or if God wills, we'll be back up and rolling in 2022. And then I want to make sure I share my book. I'll wait.
Oh, no, you're fine. We never go by script here. Just myself.
Well, I know, but for those of you who can't get to my session or my workshop, I will be having some online. But I know sometimes people say, well, I just want to have something in my hand that I can use as reference. And we have a lot of readers, people who do like self help books or things that they
Hmm.
can use as reference. And as mentioned before, I am a published author, and this is called Etiquette for the Savvy Professional. This is on my website as well as on Amazon.com. And again, that's Etiquette for the Savvy Professional.
Tamika, can you put that link in there? She's like
Okay.
my internet person. She's on
Yes,
there. Can you
ma'am.
find that on Amazon, Tamika, and put that in the chat for us, please, ma'am?
Etiquette for the Savvy Professional. And it's an easy read. It has some great pointers. This is an excellent book for a high schooler, someone in college, or those who have graduated from college, so that they'll kind of have some idea as to how to conduct themselves both in person or either online when dealing with customers or just a meeting with their counterparts.
Cool.
Mhm.
So now I know you mentioned, because Tamika, thank you, Tamika. She's going to put the link in there for us.
Thank you.
And can you put her site in there too, Tamika? The Elite School of Etiquette, and put that link in there too, please. I'm sorry, I'm working you today. I know.
Mhm.
So you mentioned the Miss Excellence Georgia Scholarship Pageant. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. The Miss Excellence Georgia Scholarship Pageant was actually a dream of mine years ago. I just felt as though there needed to be something where we could incorporate etiquette and have the young ladies to be presented in a different way other than not a pageant, but a cotillion. And what makes this pageant unique and beautiful is that we have a prep program before the pageant, and it's called Pretty Girl University.
Okay.
Pretty Girl University is a 6 week um, program. It's a prep program where we have what's called professors who are at the top of their professions, who will be coming in and working with the young ladies, preparing them not just for the pageant, but for college, the workforce, and those who don't want to go to college, or those who are of age where they have their own business. They can use these same skills with and for their business.
That is awesome. What's the age range for
Mhm.
this?
The age range is 14 to 25.
Okay.
And let me just tell you a little something. God kind of like worked this whole thing out, because right around the time that I wanted to put this pageant on, I got called to do a television show, Married at First Sight. And the cast member that I was working with was, I think she was about 24 years old. And I didn't realize that God needed me to really start working with young ladies, because I was so busy working with the little people and middle school, just thinking that this is where I am. But then she came in, and I did the show, and there was a turning point in the show that really stood out, to the
Okay.
point where one of the directors, one who was actually behind the scene producing, both I think were in their well, I think they were more so in their 30s, let's just say. They were in awe. They were just like, oh my God, I'm just learning so much, Miss Carol. And they liked what I was doing so much that they called me back. And they said, we never ask anybody to come back, but you were just so awesome. And you taught us so much. Even the young men, they were like, you're so good. I mean, you just are so natural, right? And the way that you interacted with her. And I just said, well, you know what? I said, because I'm doing God's work. That's what I told him, because
Amen.
he put that on me. He chose me to be like, okay, I'm gonna need you with your little goofy self, right? I need you to teach etiquette. So that's what I'm doing. And so right after I did the filming, I had another group of young ladies around the same age to call me. And then I had other girls, can you teach me how to be a lady? Can you help me? And I'm thinking like, whoa, I I didn't put any signs out. I didn't say that I was doing this. It just started coming.
Right.
And then I noticed that a lot of our teen girls were just as confused. That, they're looking at the internet like, okay, I need to look a certain way. I need to act a certain way. And it's like, why are they just being so extra? I said,
Right.
is it the lashes and the hair that's causing them to be so extra that they don't really know how to just naturally be themselves? What is it?
Got to put that extra mask on and
And so I was so like, I'm so, some people, I don't really mind how people might feel about it, because I'm not a crowd pleaser,
mhm.
should I say. I'm a free thinker, and I encourage other young people to be free thinkers. But if I'm going to be an influencer or to help influence another human being or inspire another human being, I want it to be where I'm inspiring them to be authentically themselves. I
Yeah.
think even with teaching etiquette, a lot of people think that, oh, when you teach etiquette, you have to look down at people, or hold your nose up like I'm better than you or whatever. That's not what it's about. It's about that if I'm in a space, I need to leave, and I need to leave these people feeling like I felt good being around her. She made me feel so at ease, or I felt, like she's just really nice. She's just a good person. That's what you're supposed to really do. That's what etiquette really is. And so, we have so many people that are involved in all these different things, and we're talking, oh, I can go on for days, but they're talking about all this luxury lifestyle and this and all these little topics, feminine energy or what have you. And it's more so just being kind, considerate, and thoughtful of another human being. And if you're those things, guess what? As a woman, you will have the feminine energy. And
Yeah.
as far as luxury, you can't have luxury without etiquette, because etiquette means that you'll know how to appreciate those things and those people who are giving to you or you're operating around. You'll appreciate them. You'll show your social graces towards them when
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
receiving there's just so many levels to etiquette, and I just thank God that He chose me to be the one to be able to stand up and be a guide for our young people who are being so misled.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that's where the Miss Excellence Georgia Scholarship Pageant really stemmed from.
Oh, I love it. So, what are the qualifications to be in the teen division of
Mhm.
the pageant?
Well, of course, you can't ever have been married. You can't be married. You have to be at least 14. You have to be born a female. We're looking for young ladies who exude um, at least the confidence enough to want to participate. That's why we're having the prep program. It doesn't mean that you have to come in being perfect, because we're teaching the young ladies about being pretty. And when we say pretty, most people just think it's outward beauty or being pretty on the outside. No, I believe in my heart and in my mind that every girl wants to be pretty. And so once they go through our prep program and how we train them, they will feel pretty. And it won't just be superficial
Outwardly.
pretty. They'll
Mhm.
feel pretty on the inside, and hopefully they'll bring it out to present. And so we want to teach them to have, train them to be pretty with a purpose.
Oh, I
Hmm.
love it. I love it, y'all. I love it. Courtney, Hayden, and Hayden, Caitlin, Carrington, they're signing up.
Yes, I know that they would love it. I mean, if you go on the website, if you go to the Elite School of Etiquette, we actually have a tab that says Miss Excellence Georgia, and it'll take you right over to the website, and it has all the details both for the teen division as well as the Miss division. So they can get all the information. It has informational from beginning to end in terms of prizes, in terms of registration form. So we're encouraging people to go ahead and sign up now, because we're trying to get at least 10 girls in the
Okay.
teen pageant or portion, and then we're trying to get 10 young ladies in the Miss. And right now, it looks like we have quite a few ladies that are coming in.
Okay.
So we tell people don't
Don't
wait
wait till the
to
last
the
minute.
last minute. Even though people say, "Well, I'm just gonna watch. I'm gonna watch," and we've had people, especially even in my junior cotillion, they waited and they're like, "You got any more space?" No, we're filled up. Don't I don't know why I sat around. I got so busy and I forgot.
Got to jump in
Yeah.
it quick.
Yes, I know that moms will be very pleased, and the daughters, the girls, they will be super excited. And most of the women that are participating, not to say we're better or what have you, they're my sorority sisters, and so I know that they have a certain standard. But let me add this about our pageant.
Okay.
Because of the spirit behind what we're doing, I've had other etiquette consultants throughout the country literally to reach out and say that they want to bring the pageant to their state.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
So we're saying that in order for someone to be a director of the pageant in another state, city, or what have you, they have to be a certified etiquette consultant so
Okay.
that the pageant will be encompassed, will just be all about the grooming of the young lady related to etiquette. That's why we say the Miss Excellence Georgia or the Miss Excellence pageant, because we want them to be able to exude excellence in every area of their being.
Yes. I love
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, so that's what makes us a totally different pageant. So the young ladies are gonna, know how to sit, how to carry themselves, how to speak. And like I said before, whether they win or not, this will be something that they can definitely use both for college, going into college, um, the workforce, or with building their own brand with their
I
business.
love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. I have one more question for you, Miss Lady.
Yes, ma'am.
What is one piece of advice that you would give to a woman who is looking to start her own business?
hmm The first thing I would say is to pray about it. I say
Oh,
pray about it because if God gave you the idea, then He's going to bring what you need to you. Um, and He will also kind of help guide you. So that's step number one. And then from there, of course, you would need to do all the formalization, such as, tax, become an LLC, or however you want to, incorporate your business. That would be the next step. And then just get started. You know, I know sometimes we want to sit and we want to, try to make everything perfect. But I would say start, or if you're one who's very
mhm.
someone who's very meticulous, excuse me, I would say even write a business plan. You can go on YouTube. You have a lot of channels of people who have free, what do they call those,
The channel
templates. They have
template.
templates. They have free templates that you can use to write out a business plan. So if you need funding, or if you want to go to the bank, or you're trying to shoot an idea to someone to maybe help out, at least you have a plan.
Yes.
But other than that, and then try to find somebody who's doing what you're doing, because you're not the only one out there doing what you're doing. There's nothing new on this earth. It's just how the person who's doing it. So whether you go on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, kind of see what they're doing and even befriend them if you can. And if God wills, He'll bring your tribe to you. He'll bring
Hello.
people that will help to assist to build your business, and just be patient with yourself too. Everybody wants to, be a millionaire in 30 days. And, that may not necessarily be God's plan for you. So that's why you have to stay in constant prayer and listen to what God has to say to you about your business.
Amen. Y'all took all those notes, right? Y'all got all those notes. Well, Miss Ray, I
Mhm.
am so honored that you took your time to be on
Mhm.
my show.
I feel honored that you wanted me to be on your show and that you allowed me to share my passion and what I do with your platform. Thank you so much.
You're very
I
welcome.
appreciate that.
You're
Yes.
welcome. And Hayden will be there in January.
Amen.
Yes,
Amen. Well, I'm hoping
ma'am.
that some of her friends will also join her.
We're
Um,
gonna we're gonna tag them along. Just
yeah.
come on,
I
girls.
mean, that's always a plus. You know, it's always nice to have a friend there as well going through what you're going through. And, you know, just to be able to socialize and meet new friends in a setting that is a very positive one.
Yes,
That you
ma'am.
can say, you know what, I like that. I like that kind of relationship. And even though we have boys and girls together, that's also necessary because our young ladies don't ever really get an opportunity to learn how to engage with a young man and
Mm-hmm.
vice versa.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like if we don't teach our young people, not their sister, you know, brothers will beat the sisters up, you know,
Yeah.
like
Right.
you know, we know how that is, right? They'll beat each other up. But to be in an environment where it's like you're dealing with a young lady that you don't know, and how do you treat her? And we talk about all those things. We also have a gentleman, Mr. Bernard, and you'll see him on our website under our team.
Okay.
He also comes in and works with the young men during our junior cotillion as well as our manly manners. And he is phenomenal. He's phenomenal. I mean, he gets those boys and he really gets in there and talks to them about what their role is as a young man. So when they do engage with the young ladies or, you know, they make contact with the young lady, it's with the utmost respect, and
Oh,
that's not what we're seeing in our community now because who's training them to do that?
exactly.
Nobody, no one. So I'm so thankful mm, to be able to bring this program to our world, to our community, to
I,
anyone that's interested in having their child learn how to present their best.
I love it. I love it. I'm going on a recruitment mission this weekend because I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Yes, yes. I appreciate that. We can have you as one of our ambassadors to.
I got to take some classes first.
Well, just come on. I'm here, you know, and I make it super easy. Being a school teacher, I
Okay.
know how to break it down. You know, I know how to
Okay.
break it down. You all have fun. You're going to be in the laughing at yourself, laughing at me, where you'll see that etiquette really isn't all as stuffy as most people think that it is.
This. Yes,
Mhm.
ma'am.
But at the same time, you'll have confidence to go anywhere to engage with any other person and come out, you know, feeling like a winner.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna get into these announcements, Miss Ray, because
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
want to keep y'all long.
Okay.
I'm gonna get into these announcements.
Yes.
So, shout out Atlanta for those of you who missed last Wednesday's live. Utriswa Boutique was featured in Shout Out Atlanta for November 10th, but on November 18th, Miss Rhonda Peterson of Gigi and Row and Gigi and Row Book Club was featured as well. The article, she tells us about her creative side because I don't know if you guys remember when I interviewed Gigi and Row a while ago. Miss Peterson's background is interior design. Prior to coming up with Gigi and Row and Gigi and Row's book club. So she touches on those creative things and um, brings light to Rhonda Peterson and Associates, which is her interior design business. So y'all check that out on shoutautatlanta.com. Also, if you didn't attend live last week, Ultraswat has new ways to pay and just in time for the holidays. We now have Apple Pay. We have Klarma, which is one of those pay in four installment type situations. We have Affirm. So start your shopping now. We also have a new way to save. Ultraswat has teamed up with Smile And with Smile, you will be able to. With Smile, you will be able to earn cash rewards for every dollar that you spend. So you'll earn points. So for every dollar that you spend, you earn 5 points. You accumulate enough points, you get cash back to use at the boutique. You also get perks like if you refer somebody to sign up for the little rewards program within Utri. Now we're going to get down to these birthday shout outs because I love y'all so much. Mr. Kenwa Meeks of the Ken Meeks Show. He just had a birthday Friday. Y'all shout him out, shout him out, shout him out. He is in the making of recording new shows. He's got some excellent people lined up for the show for 2022. I'm going to have to introduce you to Mr. Meeks. Miss Monisha Turner Duffy. She is the founder and CEO of the Junior Dynamic and Dynamic Dancers, which is Hayden's old dance team. Happy birthday, Coach. They are competition dance. They do majorette style dance. So they compete against the dancing dolls. They compete against them also. Miss Sharon Thomaston. She is retired Navy. She is currently in school for her doctorate degree. And she is also the founder and CEO of Uniquely Made by Shay. So if you want t-shirts made, pillows made, clocks made, tumblers made, anything that shimmers and shines or has an aesthetic, Sharon's got you covered. Miss Stephanie Glover. I got to get her on here, y'all. She is one of my mentors. She was in my corner about 15 years ago when I went through some things. Okay. Miss Stephanie Glover was also featured in Shout Out Atlanta back in August. She is the founder and CEO of Haute, Haute, Gray Fox. She is a 50+ lifestyle blogger out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. She is amazing. Y'all check her out. I'll put her link down there too. And last but not least, we have Councilman Roderick Gay. He is the councilman of College Park, Ward 4. So happy birthday to everybody. So that's from last Friday to this Sunday birthdays. Does anybody have any questions for Miss Ray before I let y'all go and get ready for y'all's turkey feast tomorrow?
Yes.
I don't think we have any because normally they be. Oh, wait. Oh, we have one. Miss Courtney says, "How did you publish your book?"
Okay. Actually, being a member of the National Association of Urban Etiquette Professionals, the founder was my writing coach. And her name was Miss Trinette Wilson. She's also a published author. She's written several other etiquette books that are on Amazon. So Trinette Wilson was the one who helped me to publish my book. You know, I knew nothing about publishing a book. I just knew I wanted to write one to share what I thought was necessary and needed. So, yeah, I mean, if she wants her information, I can definitely put her in contact with her.
So, Courtney, get with Miss Ray in her inbox. Or no, I'll send you her email address. I'll text it to you, Courtney.
Okay.
Let me see. Make sure.
Any other etiquette questions? I don't want people to feel uncomfortable or scared to ask, you know, because it's like, ooh, I mean,
I'm looking too, because normally they're like, they got all kinds of questions.
Oh, okay. I guess I answered all the good questions, huh?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So it's 9:04. I took up 4 extra minutes of y'all's time tonight. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you again, Miss Ray. I greatly appreciate you.
Thank you. And I'm so looking forward to seeing you again and maybe some of your guests at some of my sessions and classes. And I'm wishing everybody a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Stay safe, stay healthy. But most of all, just be kind to one another.
Yes, ma'am. And in all things, you guys, embrace your Utri. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Love y'all. Y'all have a blessed night.
All right. Bye.
Good night. Bye.